tide.
Round about the cauldron go, and poisoned entrails throw. Toe that under cold stove, days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled off first and then charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a finny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw gulf. Of the raven, sea salt shark, roof of hemlock, dig in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and lips of ewe. Silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of fire of birth, strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab, and thereto a tiger's cauldron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double,
Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cooled it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good.
Good sister, wrong me not wrong yourself, to make a bondmaid and a slave of me, that I disdain, but for these awful gods, unby my hands, I pull them off myself. Ye all my raiment to my petticoat, or what you command will I do, so well I know my duty to my elders. Avow thou suitors, here I charge thee tell, whom thou lovest best, see thou dissemble not. Believe me, sister, of all the alive, I never yet beheld that special face, which I could fancy more than any other. Minion, thou liest, isn't not Hortensio? If you plead him, sister, here I swear, I'll plead for you myself, but you shall have him. Oh then, belike your fancy riches more, you'll have Grumio to keep you fair. Is it not for him you do envy me so? Now that you jest, and now I will perceive, you have but jested with me all this while. I pray thee, sister Kate, untie my hands. If that be jest, then all the rest was so. Why, how now, dame, whence grows this insolence? Bianca, stand aside, poor girl, she weeps. Go ply thy needle, meddle not with her, for shame thou helding of devilish spirit. Why dost thou wrong her that never did wrong thee? When did she cross thee with the bitter word? Her flouts me, and I'll be revenged. When in my sight, Bianca, get thee in. What will you not suffer me? Nay, now I say, she is your treasure, she must have a husband, I must dance barefoot on her wedding day. And for you, love to her, lead apes in hell, talk not to me, I will go and sweep, till I can find occasion of revenge. Was ever gentleman thou grieved as I? I will tend her here, and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail, and when I'll tell her plain, she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frowned, I'll say she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say she be mute, and will not speak a word, then I'll command her with volubility, and say her uttereth piercing eloquence. If she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks, as though she did me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the banns and when be married. But here she comes, and now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear. Well, have you heard, but something hard of hearing, they call me Katrina, that do talk of me. You lie in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates, and therefore Kate, take this of me, Kate, of my consolation, hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtues spoke of, and thy beauty sounded. yet not so deeply as the longings. Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife. Moved, in good time, let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first, you were immovable. Why, what's immovable? A joint stool. That hast hit, come sit on me. Asses are made to bear, and so are you. Women are made to bear, and so are you. Not such jaded as you, if you mean. Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be young, but young and light. Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet too heavy as my weight should be. Should buzz. Well, tame him and like a buzzard. Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee? A for a turtle as he takes a buzzard. Come, come, you wasp, but of faith you too angry. If I be waspish, best beware my sting. My remedy is then to pluck it out. If the fool find it where it lies. Who knows where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail, in his tongue. Whose tongue? Yours. If you talk of tails and farewell, what with my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again, good Kate, I am a gentleman. That I'll try. I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again. So may you lose your arms if you strike me. You are no gentleman, and if no gentleman, why then no arms? A herald, Kate? Oh, put me in thy books. Where is your crest? A coxcomb? A combless cock, so Kate will be my hen. No cock of mine, you crow like a craven. Nay, come, Kate, come, you must not look so sour. It is my fashion when I see a crab. Why, there's no crab, and therefore look not sour. There is, there is. Then show it to me. Had I a glass, I would. What, you mean my face? Well, aimed of such a young one. Now, by St. George, I am too young for you, yet you be withered. 'Tis with cares, I care not. Nay, hear you, Kate, in sooth you scape not so. I chafe you if I tarry, let me go. No, not a whit I find you passing gentle.
Were you not even now with Countess Olivia? Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived but hither. She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance that she will have none of him. And one thing more, that you will never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so. She took the ring of me, all none of it. Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should so be returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it. I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue. For she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man, if it be so as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see, thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such be we. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now, alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie. Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much, more than light airs in recollected terms of those most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse. Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy, if ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me, for such as I am all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune? It gives the very echo to the seat where love is throned. Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy? A little, by your favor. What kind of woman is it? Of your complexion? She is not worth thee, then. What years, i' faith? About your years, my lord. Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder from herself, so wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however do we praise ourselves? Our fancies are most giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn, than woman's are. I think it well, my lord. Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour. And so they are. Alas, that they are so, to die even when their perfection grow. Oh, fellow, come, the song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, is as old and plain, the spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bones. To use it, to chant it, it is silly sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age. Are you ready, sir? Aye, prithee, sing. Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair, cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it! My part of death no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet. On my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet. My poor corpse, where my bones shall be thrown, 1,000 sighs to save. Lay me, oh where, sad true lover, never find my grave, to weep there. There's for thy pains. No pains, sir, I take pleasure in singing, sir. I'll pay thy pleasure, then. Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another. Give me now leave to leave thee. Now the melancholy god protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta. For thy moon is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere, for that is what makes a very good voyage of nothing. Farewell. Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon some sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantities of dirty lands, the parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her. Tell her, I hold as giddily as fortune, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her and attracts my soul. But if she cannot love you, sir? I cannot be so answered. Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great pang of heart, as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so, but she may not be answered. There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion, as doth love give my heart, no woman's heart, so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver but the palate, that suffer surfeit, cloyment and revolt, but mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia. Ah, but I know, what dost thou know? Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps were I a woman. I should, your lordship. And what's her history? A blank, my lord, she never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her dimmest cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love. But died thy sister of her love, my boy? I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I see this to the lady? Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste, give her this jewel, say, my love can give no place, bid to Danae.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true. Then fate overrules that. One man holding troth, a million fell, confounding oath on oath. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pell of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear. I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from Tartar's bow. Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, seek an apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy. Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be! Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake. Then will two at once woo one? That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.